In this video, I'm going to walk you through some of the common questions that people ask themselves with their trade spend that can be answered within the spend analysis section of Promotion Analytics. Off the top, most importantly, the question of how accurate are we with planning our trade? This interface lays out how much we're actually spending versus what we expected to spend. Now, this information can be sliced and diced in a lot of different ways. Right now, I'm looking at the total business by month. But from here, I can pivot and filter this information. So some other examples of questions that get more granular are what is most responsible for any differential we have in the accuracy of our planning? So I can see here in January, we overspent by $436,000. So I can jump into January and let's start off by filtering by customers. If I look at the differential in spend by customers in January, I can see that Target, Kroger, Sprouts, and Albertsons are some of the highest overspending accounts. I could also look at by salesperson, and I see that Megan and Derek and Josh are drastically overspent in the month of January. I could see which promotions have the highest differential, such as this Kroger scan and ad and this Target scan and ad at a differential of 99,000 and 77,000. Were there any specific types of trade that drove this? It looks like the vast majority of it is with scans. And if this is really happening within a specific product group more than others. So I can see that the fruit and veggie blend product group is one of the key drivers here. Another thing that we can do here in terms of manipulating that actual and expected spend is understanding how much are we expecting to spend in future periods. So if I jump back to the any month view, maybe I want to look at fund type here and look at expected and see over time, how much are we planning on spending by each type of trade or within each customer? Which customer am I planning on spending the most this year? And it looks to be Target. Another great aspect for answering questions within promotion analytics is different attributes. I may want to know how much I'm spending in the tag of off shelf and how much in each customer. Another thing that I love to suggest to brands is really highlighting what's working and what is not in any given period. And a core example of this might be looking at a specific quarter. So let's say we want to look at Q1 and calling out that in terms of differential in spend, it looks like John was the most accurate at planning trade. Let's celebrate that. And then it looks like Megan was the worst at planning trade. What can we do to improve here? And then, of course, Megan could easily jump into her own data and see that this is due to an overspend mainly in Kroger, but also in Ahold. If I dive into Kroger specifically, I could easily see which promotions drove that differential the most. And it looks like consistently with scans and ads. Overall, these are some of the key aspects and questions that people are asking themselves. And it really comes down to how much are we planning to spend? What did we actually spend? And how accurate are we when we're looking at those two different aspects of the data?